What's up everyone, it's Adam from Life of Adam. Today I'm back with a brand new video. And today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the main differences between experienced lifeguards and inexperienced lifeguards. I've lifeguarded for around 6 years, so I have lots of experience making rescues, orchestrating saves, guarding, enforcing rules, all the things that you will be exposed to as a lifeguard. So this video is gonna be very informative. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, I make a bunch of content about passing the course, the swim test at the beginning, the final exam at the end, tips on the job, basically everything you need to know. So definitely consider subscribing and liking the video if you're new to the channel. Now, one of the main differences between being an experienced lifeguard and an inexperienced lifeguard is the way you handle situations. It's the tone of your voice, it's the pace that you're communicating, it's the pace that you're moving. Inexperienced lifeguards, the nerves will kind of speed up their motions, speed up their actions, speed up their words, because they're trying to get to point A to point B as fast as possible. Now, I know that's one of the main priorities is you want to orchestrate a save right away. You don't want to waste any time because the victim's going to be in the water, they're going to be swallowing water, you need to bring them to safety as fast as possible. However, with inexperienced lifeguards, they move quickly, but they're not controlled with their movements. You want to make sure that the rescue tube doesn't get tangled. You want to make sure that you do all the steps in order for the emergency action plan. Telling someone to call 911, making sure the scene is safe, making sure that there's no one in the way if you're jumping in to rescue someone. A lot of the times lifeguards see someone and they just want to jump in right away, but you have to check your surroundings. You have to make sure that there's no one beneath you that you're just going to crush if you do a compact or a stride jump right on top of. Now, another example is if you're enforcing rules, inexperienced lifeguards will talk too much and they'll say too much. You really don't need to explain it in much detail because usually people will sense that, hence why some people give you a hard time. You just need to tell them very blunt and directly, excuse me, ma'am, can you please stop running? And if they look at you, you can also give them a reason, like, I don't want you to slip and hurt yourself. Or you can say, hey buddy, one person at the diving board at a time. You can blow the whistle to get the whole pool's attention, or after a certain period of time, let's say you see people that you know, you can call them by name. You can be like, hey Mikey, don't do that. Once you get to know people by name, you can use their name to get their attention, and you can also obviously resort to the whistle. Now, number two, inexperienced lifeguards will not know where things are. One of the main keys to being a lifeguard before you even start your first shift is you need to know where the backboard is, where the first aid kit is. You got to make sure that you have a fanny pack either on you with band-aids, with a mask, with gauze, with gloves, or on their station. So like tied to the chair or tied to the stand. That is very important because if things happen and you're looking around and you don't know where things are, that will elongate the time of you providing care, which is something that you want to make super efficient as a lifeguard. Now, another example is knowing where rescue tubes are, making sure that the bins are locked if there's lots of equipment in there that you don't want the public to access, making sure that you lock the doors to the pool, you lock the gates, you lock the fence, whatever type of facility it is, because this is part of your job, being able to use equipment, put equipment away, and keep the pool clean and keep the pool in order. Now, number three, what experienced lifeguards will do is they'll be able to identify rescues a lot quicker. And I know during the lifeguarding course, they'll tell you key indicators like the expression on someone's face, the way they are flapping their arms, the way they're moving, the way they're standing. You can monitor their swim level, so maybe you can notice them before they get to a point where they can't stand. A lot of the time is if you see a kid who's doing a doggy paddle and you know the pool starts to get deeper and he starts to swim out there, you'll kind of anticipate and kind of stand up and be kind of proactive versus just sitting back and reacting. Experienced lifeguards are just quicker at reacting because they've had more experience and they've made more saves and they've seen more victims and they've seen more swimmers. It's just time doing the job. The lifeguard course does a great job of teaching you the techniques and it's fresh in your mind, especially if you just took the course. But when you're a lifeguard and you have time under your belt and you earned your stripes and you've made rescues, you just recognize things a lot faster. So that just comes with time on the job. You'll notice certain swimmers, you'll anticipate versus react. You'll tell people to stop doing things before it escalates. And one of the key things of lifeguard is stopping things before they escalate. And then you don't really have to do any saves, because if you notice some kid's running, if you notice some kid's a bad swimmer and he's about to jump into the deep end and you stop it before it's happening, you don't even have to take off your hoodie, you take off your shirt, jump in the water. You can just keep doing your job, keep scanning, and keep the pool in order. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much. Peace out.